Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 464 South Township Road here in Canby. We're located at the rear of the home. If you're looking at the house, or the side of the house that faces out to the road, we're at the rear right corner of the home here. Right behind us is the rear entrance. Anyway, we have a 4-inch ABS cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. Looks like it's making a full turn around the corner here and heading out towards the street at this point. I'm kind of waiting for our water flow to catch up here. I mean, looking into the cleanout, oh, here we go. There may have been some grease or something the camera shoved around and dammed up the pipe. This is probably a secondary cleanout or test tee here. I'll locate and see where this is at. That's kind of a hard one to tell if that's roots or excess pipe glue. It's so bleached out white. That is not a color that typically roots look like. They're usually tan or brown. Now I'll see if there's any trees in the vicinity there. And it looks like it's transitioning here over to, it looks like 6-inch 3034 PVC. We have a bit of debris buildup right at the transition, so we'll take a look at that too when the line's all drained out. Okay, just located the camera head, or I'm going to go locate the camera head. We've reached the main lateral here about 121 feet out, and then we're going to let the pipe drain completely before reeling back here so we can check a couple spots. Alright, located the camera head successfully out the main lateral on Township. We still have water draining through. It is a duplex, so it may be difficult to get all the water to drain out. Alrighty, pretty much all the water's done moving through the cleanout here, so it'll be totally drained shortly, and I'll stop in any spots and wait for it to totally drain if we need to. Yes, we do have a belly here in the line. Looks like it starts right here at the transition, about 88 feet out, 89 feet. And it extends out to, it's very, very small. It's only, so right here is where it dissipates at exactly 90 feet. We've got about 3/4 of an inch of standing water there. The belly actually starts here. It's not even 2 feet long. It's about 1.5 feet of pipe. Because it's such a small section there, I do not recommend repairing that. It's just, unless you're putting rags down the line, nothing else is gonna hang up in that. And I'm gonna go locate here real quick just to make sure there's no trees near this. Again, the color of this is way too bleached out white to generally be roots. They're tan or brown in color. This looks like excess pipe glue here, most likely. Okay, located this here, and this is right where about the driveway meets the sidewalk. There's not a tree or plant for 30, 40 feet, and none of which would be big enough to ever get roots up that far. So yeah, that just appears to be some excess pipe glue there. I can't tell if there's a leaky toilet flapper, and we've had the water turned off for a long time now, but there's still a constant little trickle going, so we may have a leaky toilet flapper. I think I have some really minor standing water through this spot here. It's only about if we had all the water turned off completely, probably only about a 1/16, 32nd of an inch. It's very, very minimal. We do have more water flow going through the line right now, so anyway, much of that is flowing and not at a point where I would recommend it be repaired. It's just too minimal. I'm just about to get the camera out of the line here. I'll reverse direction real quick just to scope back into the crawl space. But aside from that one little 1 foot section where we've got about 3/4 of an inch, the rest of the line, and there's no damaged pipe there. It just has settled a little bit, or they had to install it that way. Well, we may not be able to scope all that far into here. Looks like they're. We'll try and look at this pipe joint a little closer here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. This is in the crawl space here just a little bit. It's like probably right up against the foundation wall, basically. They've attached the ABS here without being able to see whether that fern goes securely around there. I don't know if that joint is compromised or not. There is a little bit of a gap there. So anyway, you could go in the crawl space and look to see if there's still a fern coat securely around that. That lip there is not going to affect the flow there at all. It is if you're going backwards, but that's not how things flow here. So anyway, it's hard to say if that's concerning or not. If you've still got a good fern coat around that, surrounding the joint on either side by an inch or two, it's a sealed joint. It's just a little. Sometimes it's hard to make those joints up perfectly. Anyway, the sewer line is functioning at this time. And all the pipe we scoped there is in good shape. That joint there is the one part that's hard to say. And again, it could be totally fine, and just they had to configure it that way so they would fit together.